Today, I have with me another articulate young Indian as part of the Voice of the Young series. Hello, everyone. It's good to be with you once again. Today, I have with me Amit Yadav. He went from engineering to political science to a PhD in sociology. Quite a change. Let's hear from Amit.
Good morning, sir, and hello to all my listeners, to all the viewers of this YouTube channel. So, my idea about career is that we should not have mind blocks when we are pursuing a career, because in post-modern world, we find that career is no longer about sticking to a company for 35 years. Earlier, traditional view of career was that people were looking for stability, like they will be in a company for 30 years, they will slog there, they will try to find opportunities there. But as the world is changing, opportunities are no longer in a particular domain, so people want to switch. For example, someone is in mechanical engineering, so it is not offering good opportunities currently monetarily, so people might want to make a shift to computer science, become software developer. So my conception of idea is like we should not have mind blocks. Like we can shift to any domain or industry we want to. It will take 3 to 5 years time. Secondly, we have to see that market segmentation. There is concept of market segmentation in management. We cannot like fight in a intense competitive market, like we are, say a startup is competing with a very big multinational corporation. For that they have to segment their target, like their who their consumers will be, so it becomes easy. So my point is that we should shift to a domain or industry that has limited pool of human capital. So in that way we will be able to compete. Like in every industry, at the top there are always good opportunities available. So it is not like that we should always think linearly about the career. For example, I am doing PhD, so it is not like that only assistant professor jobs are available for me. One should think it multidimensionally, like I can become assistant professor in private, I can go for postdoc opportunities. Then in the training of PhD, we learn about data analysis. So data scientist domain is also available as an opportunity. Then as social scientists, we are also trained to do research. So market research is also a opportunity that we can look into. And finally, I will say that we should even not hesitate to go into school system, because if one is a PhD, then they have lot of demand. Like even if we are joining as trained graduate teacher or postgraduate teacher, that is TGT or PGT, we can easily rise to the level of principal. And in international schools, they are paid good salary. Like in Indian context, it is about like associate professor salary. Same with government jobs. Say one is joining as TGT or PGT in Kendriya Vidyalayas, one can rise to the level of vice principal, which is level 10 group A in central pay commission. So one can rise to level 12 in school system also. And these are administrative posts. So we should not be confined to the idea that something is good or something is bad. We should look for opportunities in a way that is more convenient to us. For example, if I'm not able to get good opportunity in academia, then shifting to other sector or other industry may take 3 5 years, but we should invest those 3 5 years. And that is the concept of multidimensional thinking. And other thing we see that is that stress, like lot of stress is there in job these days. So how to manage that stress? It is basically like if we like what we do, then stress to a great extent is reduced. So it is very important to find out what we like to do. For example, when I was doing BTech, I was like not that much interested in technical domain. But
Just hang
then,
on for a second. How
yes, sir.
come you went into BTech? Tell us about that.
Till that time, I didn't had much exposure. So, from what we learned from community and society, what people are doing in neighborhood. So at that time, BTech was like little bit craze was there for BTech. So I went on to prepare for IIT JEE. I cracked it also, but not with a very good rank. So I was getting Indian Maritime University courses like BSc Nautical Science, BTech in ocean technology and naval architecture, but I didn't pursue that. I chose a government college, government aided college in UP near to my hometown, and did engineering in electronics and communication engineering. So basically, it was like coming from parent side, society side. It was not like I was not aware that much about opportunities at that point of time. So
Mm-hmm.
as my exposure grew, so in final year of my BTech, I got to know about blogging. So I started looking blogging as a career. So I started working in that direction,
Mm,
being influencer, but that didn't work out.
mm,
So, but I come from Eastern UP, so it is semi-feudal society. So power is very much needed. Like people feel so. So there is craze for civil services. So I had in my mind civil services also. So I started preparation of civil services along with blogging. So what I analyzed the profiles of civil servants selected previously, and I found that those who were doing something along with preparation, they were not able to get good ranks. They were not able to become IAS, IPS, or IRS, but they were able to become Group A officers. So my point was that I am passionate about writing and blogging, so I must continue this after graduation also. So I was doing blogging and simultaneously preparing for civil services. So my optional was political science. So as a backup, I did masters in political science from IGNU, Indira Gandhi National Open University, and I was doing blogging preparation simultaneously. So my idea was to become Group A officer. Like I don't know the path, maybe through civil services or state services, maybe RBI, Grade B, or
mm-hmm.
SEBI. So then I discovered that it is also possible to become Group A through academia by becoming assistant professor. So I cracked JRF in 2019, and after that, I am like my idea was that since I have done engineering, I wanted to do PhD from institute only. So so that is how I applied in sociology from NISER, and like only IIT Guwahati and IIT Gandhinagar, I think they are offering courses in PhD course in discipline of political science. So sociology is more readily available in IITs and NITs. So that is why I chose to change my discipline to sociology. But overall, I think it has helped me. Like political science has helped me. Then basic knowledge of sociology has helped me. Then when I entered into PhD, I got to know about tourism. Like I wanted to do in ICT and education, research in ICT and education. So when I was reading, doing literature survey, I realized that I feel kind of stuck in the topic. Like I was not enjoying the process. Then I consulted my supervisor. He told me, why don't you try tourism? Like it is multidisciplinary and you may enjoy reading about tourism things. Then I
Mm-hmm.
shifted to tourism,
Mm.
and I think it suits to my personality because I have some exposure to sociology, then political science, then history, then economics, and tourism is very multidisciplinary field. So I was back in 2012, 2013. I was also enthusiastic about business. So I will be looking forward to it also. But
How? How?
primarily,
Looking how? How?
like basically, my idea about blogging was that if I'm not able to make career as a blogger, as a successful blogger, but marketing skills that I learned may be useful in business. So I also like to read about business and how the economy is changing. So I'm currently exploring like tourism area as a business. But problem in tourism sector is seasonality and like it is largely unorganized. So challenges are there, but I think things will work out in future as they have in the past. Like I'm into PhD with an open mind.
But PhD is hard to do, no? It's a lot of work. You can't just get a PhD by doing other things. Or can you?
Yeah, I also had this apprehension, but I am into 2 years into PhD course. I think I will be able to manage things somehow.
You'll be
Like
able. Okay.
Yes, sir. Like people earlier used to talk like how like you are doing startup thing and blogging thing and you are preparing for toughest exam in the world, UPSC. Like you will like you are sitting in multiple boards and you will like do won't be able to do anything. But I had in mind that if I have to do business, I will do part time. Like I may switch to full time business say after 10-15 years when I will think the time is ripe, but I will do it part time only because I may not be able to, because I believe in calculated risk.
Okay. Do you
Yes.
sleep at all, or do you just work and do such things? I mean, how do you manage? You have to tell us how you manage your time.
So time management is like say we have 7 hours. So I equally divide. Like if I wake up around 6 a.m. to 6 to 12 p.m. around is for PhD work. Then 12 to 6 p.m. I am free. So
Roughly.
consistency is the key. So it is like more of a hobby kind of thing to me. So I can spend more time on it.
Hmm. Okay. Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
what was the most thing that you learned in political science, your master's in political science, that has stuck in your mind?
Coming to political science, it is like identity.
Yeah.
Like identity matters a lot. Like one may be OBC, one may be general, one may be SC, ST. Uh, the identity will stuck to us, and it may not be. We may claim to be modern, but like sub-nationalism exists in India. Like caste identities are still there. Then I'm in Odisha, then there is Odia identity. Then in Bengali, there is Bengali identity. These are going to persist in future also.
But
So
you are not
for
from Odisha. You are from
from
Eastern
Uttar
UP.
Pradesh. Yes,
Yes,
sir. But I am currently in Odisha, so
I
I
know.
see that. Uh,
But so you
so
have already overcome your traditional identity because you have shifted regional identity is completely different in Odisha than
yes,
Eastern
sir.
UP. So you have shifted it already. So you're saying it will be there, but you are not following it.
It will be there in the sense like we say in postmodernist word, identities will be there. Like one may derive identity in modern world more from the work he or she does. So
Mm.
I have that identity that I am a PhD scholar.
Yes.
But at the same time, identity that I come from hinterland, UP, and I am close to Bihar or North India. That is also a kind of identity that I am North Indian. So that may be in residual form, but it exists. Like
Okay.
I feel at home in Odisha. So
Yeah.
I identify with Odisha also. I'm liking the state.
Yeah.
People here are extremely hardworking. I had the perception that UP Bihar people are most hardworking. They lack in resources. But when I see Odia people, I find that they are even. We have to accept that they are more hardworking than UP and Bihar people. So it is kind of inspirational to be here. Yes.
Okay. And any thoughts about where India is going, according to you? Is it in the right direction? Or how do you see, or maybe your state, or whatever it is that you are concerned about?
So I'm not very optimistic about India and its progress. I believe that more hype is there than work going on the ground. For example, we talk about structure of opportunity available in India. So organized sector jobs are only less than 10%. So even if one is from IIT IM, graduating from IIT IM, they have very little opportunity. For example, from new IMs, if we check placement, people are getting 20 lakh per annum, but one may be 25, 27. And these are so-called premium institutes. So it is happening that we have talent pool, but we have to migrate if we have to earn more.
But you are not planning to migrate.
I'm not planning to migrate as of now, but we don't know about the future.
I see. So you are always flexible to the opportunity.
I am flexible in the sense that depends on family conditions and other things. If I am able to explore more, I am okay to explore more to opportunities and learning new things. But
Okay.
India is in my heart, so somewhere I will be like coming back. I may go for 1-2 years or maybe for conference, short-term courses, things like that. But I will also add like we don't need to go out. We have lot more exposure due to social media and other things if we are using it properly.
Mhm.
I cannot explain how much exposure I have got through Quora. Like a lot, like large component of my success will always be due to Quora.
So Quora, just for the sake of people who may not know, you're talking about Quora.com, which is a
Yes,
website,
sir.
right? Where people ask questions and people write answers. I'm also
Yes,
on
sir.
Quora. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. We met from there only, no?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, I like writing answers on Quora. But are you
Yes, sir.
all, you were also writing, right? Or answers on
Yes,
Quora?
sir.
Yes. What
I'm
were
still writing.
what are your answers about?
It is like related to little bit current affair things going on. So I'm learning about sociology and tourism. So sometimes I write on sociology and tourism, but largely it is about career because my focus is on career, like how people can go from point A to point B in career without stress. The point is to be happy in life, whatever we are facing, and to go from point A to B and being happy at point A, then destination when we reach, we should be happy, and then we have to forget the success, then we have to again make a new target, like that this is my philosophy, that we have to be very humble in life, and for learning it is a very humbling experience.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
It's a very good explanation. Anything else you would like to add from your own experience or your family, friends, whatever, just some additional points for our viewers?
um, like I did BTech from tier 3 college, like a state government kind of college. So there was pessimism that how we will do in later in life in a career, like how we will compete with NIT people, IT people, MBA from IIMs and other things. So my idea is that after reading that IT IIM graduates are able to get better jobs just because they are at right place. It is information asymmetry, like I am an employer, I have to get good people at a particular place. So but it is untrue that there are not other deserving people. Opportunities are few, so employer will automatically want to go to a place where he can get more people. But everywhere good people are there, and deserving, they are also deserving, so we should not be underestimating our potential.
Okay. Fair
uh,
enough. You decided that you found a way out of that place because it
yes,
wasn't
sir.
very satisfying to be there and the mood was not very good. So you thought, okay, let me get out of here, right? Let me shift to another subject, and that was political science. And I guess IGNOU is very easy to do because it's all online, or how does it work?
Like we just have to appear for exam and submit assignments.
Okay, all right. So
End term exam will be there, and it is like
you don't have to go to classes as such, right? No.
it
Okay.
is open schooling.
It is open. All right. So, but PhD, of course, you have to be there. You
Yes,
have a
sir, it is full
scholarship
time.
for this, or you are paying for it? How are you managing?
It is a JRF fellowship, Junior Research Fellowship by
Okay.
UGC.
Oh, I see. So you cracked that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it's enough for you?
Yes, sir. It is enough. It
It's
is
enough.
like we are getting here 31,000 per
Uh-huh.
month, but it is like we are living on campus, so hardly we spend 7 to 8,000. So we are able to send say 50% to family, and 50% we can easily save.
Wow. That's something.
Yes,
So
sir.
you mean to say you have enough money to support others?
Yes, sir.
Wow. And is that true for most of the students or just you?
Most of the students, we are able to save, like saving rate is high in PhD. Like if we are doing job, then we have to travel daily,
Yeah.
then lot of expenses are there, but we live like a student life. This is also positive aspect, like I am able to live a college life, like I am able to extend it by 5 years.
Oh. All right. One day you will have to face the real world and we'll catch up with you when you have done that. But I think it's enough for today. So thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much, Amit, for this.
Thank you, sir.
Let's say bye to the viewers. And
Thank you, sir.
we will perhaps see you again sometime in the future and see
Sure,
what
sir.
you are doing. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Amit. I'll be back next time with another young person. Till then, bye.
Bye, sir.